Welcome to Toffee TV. This is the final word. Bournemouth 1, Everton 0. I don't think this will be a very long video, Baz, because I really don't want to talk about this game that much, because it just gives me bad nightmares of last season. It was crap from beginning to end. Really, really bad. Like post Koeman bad. It was just
pre-Koeman bad.
Pre-Koeman, maybe post. Pre-Koeman bad. Sorry. Yeah, it was just really, really bad. Where do we start?
It was bad in a bad way. It was bad. We sat here a year ago. Remember, we come in on the Sunday because we were fuming that much after the Bournemouth game last year.
Yeah.
Through balls, and we basically ranted, didn't we? We ranted for an hour or whatever it was last year, and this isn't the same kind of thing. What's really difficult is we've had a good start, and I suppose it's important to keep sight of the fact we've had a good start. But someone said to me, "Bloody hell, we lost 2 games, and you're a bit depressed, aren't you?" Going, but I think the thing for me was it wasn't the losing the game. If we'd have beat Norwich, and Saturday had come, I'd have gone, right, okay, frustrating, but it's one of them days. If we'd have lost to Norwich and won it, but the fact that the defeat came after Norwich, but it felt like Norwich just ran into this performance, didn't it?
It was rubbish. I said that, haven't I?
Started slow.
I mean, we started like we've started the last few games, really slow, no tempo. We allowed Bournemouth to get into the game, we allowed them to get a grip in midfield, which is what they did basically all day. Jack Wilshere played well.
Did he though?
No, he did play well.
He left them alone.
Him and Arter played well.
Arter was good. Arter was very good.
But what I mean, I titled my video "We've Got No Squad" because basically the last 2 games have proved we haven't got a squad. You know, Saturday, Barry was injured clearly, carrying an ankle injury, and you'd seen that by the fact that he went off after an hour. He was awful because of this injury.
Couldn't run,
and Lukaku was injured, and you can tell with Lukaku, and I know people go, you can tell with Lukaku, and Lukaku only has to be 5% off, and he's he's abysmal. The fact that the manager doesn't even trust anybody to come on and play is that bad enough, isn't it? It's like that shows that we are really scratching the, and he'll know that. And I suppose we have had it easy so far, as in terms of the teams we've played, and we've only had to play in bits. And I think what Saturday showed was scratch the surface is not much there. So Koeman now has to, for me, and not having a go, he's got to look at it now. He can look at it now and go, right, I've seen the good things, now I've seen the bad things. Let's work on those bad things. And that's something, because I honestly didn't think we'd have this good a start. I thought it'd be a progression and we get better and better and better. And I think we've had a good start in terms of victories. Not all of them are good performances, but people don't want to always hear that when you're winning games. But I think Saturday was a reality check, and it was, listen, there's certain things that we need to box off. There's certain players that we need to get part of. And we've mentioned them, and we're mentioning it. They need to get on board. Yeah. And I think Koeman, Tuesday illustrated it, where there wasn't that much anger, and we mentioned it. I think it was similar after this game. It was that realisation that actually there's still lots of work to be done, and it's up to him now to do the work.
Yeah, listen, it was never, said it at the time, it was never a one-window solution, was it? It was never going to be, because it's difficult getting players in and trying to get a level of player in. There's no point bringing players in of the same level. Yeah. But saying that, for me, the Saturday frustration for me was the fact that we had all summer to buy a centre forward.
We did.
Right?
We did.
And I'm not having to go with Valencia, because he come on and he nearly scored, albeit a bit bizarrely. And I'd have him as like a 3rd or 4th striker. I would. But we had all summer. Now, Charlie Austin, you're going to get bollocked for that, because people always say he's always yawning.
I'm only yawning because we've been here that long.
I know. I'd have got Charlie Austin. I said it when he bought Southampton, bought for 4 million quid. I'd have had him because he knows how to play that role. We could have got a centre forward that isn't necessarily Rom's level when Rom's on it, but is good enough to do a job. Now, I don't know whether Koeman, and I know he's publicly annihilated Nias. He done it like Nias scored last week, and he said, he asked him again, he went, doesn't change anything, he better be, you know, he won him out. I don't know whether he should be basically saying that now about Nias, because maybe he deserves a go. We don't know, mate. Listen, because I'm telling you now,
drinking the Kool-Aid. He knows he's not good enough.
I know, mate, but is Kone good enough?
But don't. I know, but don't get sucked into this thing that a lot of football fans do, and by players getting bad, players being better because they're not playing. We know. I know,
mate. I'm 44. I've watched a lot of football, and I've watched a lot of Everton strikers. Right, Aruna Kone. I'll say it on
Kone come on Saturday.
He wasn't involved, and that's how crap he is. He wasn't even in the 18.
There you go.
Right,
so
but no. But I'm saying to you,
think about your blood pressure.
We haven't got, my blood pressure's fine. We haven't got anything at all. That's a problem for me.
That's the crutch of the situation. The ass hasn't got better. Kone hasn't got better. Right? Don't need to worry. That's safe. You're taking them home with you, right? With bullies, bendy bully. You don't have to worry about that. The problem is that they didn't go and buy someone. Now that's a major mistake. Now sometimes you learn that. Listen. It doesn't help that you're right, Charlie Austin scoring goals, Benteke scoring goals, even Balotelli is scoring goals.
I said, I don't know what I did say it on Adavad. I did say to you, didn't I said I'd have Benteke. I'd have bought him every day of the week, and I'd Balotelli, but I'd have taken, I said at the time, I'd have taken, especially on a free, I'd have taken him,
but that doesn't necessarily mean this, but that doesn't necessarily mean, you know, as I say, the situation doesn't get better because of that.
I mean, alright, let's go back to it. The team, for me, the team, the problems with it, Holgate should never have been dropped for me, because I don't think Coleman has done, he's been poor since he come in, he's not done enough, and I want players to have to play well to get in our side. That's what will happen. You know, I have no problem with Ashley Williams or Jags, they're our best two centre backs, no problem there at all. Oviedo at left back, I had a problem with it the weekend. I don't think he contributed anything when he played. But why didn't he just leave Funes Mori in? That's what I was
going to say. Why didn't he play three at the back?
Yeah, this is the thing.
But yeah, you're right. The thing about it is, it's.
And by the way, I'm not calling Koeman. I'm just saying we need to try and find some solutions.
It's not just that. Like in the summer, we were sitting here and we were, you know, we just want Delafeu. And we were raving about Delafeu in. We were raving about him no win. We were raving about his performances.
Love him.
We were made up about his performances. And do you know what I mean? I suppose that's football for you. You can't blame the manager for everything.
No.
And you can't put all the praise on. Managers get lucky and managers get unlucky. In the summer, Delafeu looked boss in pre-season. He was getting himself up to a level. Tottenham, he did all right. West Brom, the physicality, and ever since then he pretty alright. He came on Sunday, he was alright, but certainly his last two appearances.
Can I ask you something about him? No, you're absolutely spot on. But he's being used back on the right wing, where we started off up front, and we against Spurs. We played some of our best football, and Delafeu was our outlet. West Brom, he did get bullied.
There's a sulkiness to him, though, isn't it? I know we're jumping over, but there's a sulkiness to him, and that's not. The manager will learn about players during the course of the first few months of the season, definitely. Not the pre-season. And I suppose that's what we've got to understand, that the manager doesn't get to know players during the pre-season. He gets to know them when let's be fair, when the shit hits the fan. And some players in the last week or so, not by big margins, just by little margins, haven't made the manager's job easy for him. Like Delafeu Tuesday night should have been flying. When he came on Saturday, he should have been flying, but he wasn't. He was being a little temperamental, so and so. And those little things don't help the manager. Whereas the manager might look at it, and we look at it and go, "Wow, we've got a decent squad here. We're boxed off. Season comes, few things happen. Next minute, you're like, what's going on here? What's going on here?" It was that, I suppose.
I think Delafeu's good enough.
I think he's good enough, but he's got a problem.
He got 2 out of 10 from me in the ratings, and that, you know how much I like him, right? But the last 2 games, he's been a joke. He's doing that thing that you slated him for. He's doing it more and more.
The problem is, though, I'm not just picking on him. But Delafay's got an attitude problem, and we spoke about it last week. He bombed under Emery, and now I'm not saying bombing under Koeman, but he needs to pick his level of performance up and understand what it's going to take for him to get in this side, and that's getting his head down and just working and doing the basics. And he's just one of a many players like that. I mean, let's be honest, Yannick Bolasie was crap on Saturday. He did that thing that I also said the first couple of weeks with the tricks.
The roll and the thing. Yeah.
Do me a favour, lad. Do me a favour. You can just run past that fullback all day, so just do it. And he did that with the last 15 minutes. And he started just throwing crosses in the box, and we looked a little bit more dangerous. But there's a few players Saturday, sometimes it happens, doesn't it, where a couple of little things are not working, and then a couple of other things fall. I mean, look at Garner. Garner was crap on Saturday because he didn't have his normal play. He didn't have Barry as normal, and then he starts maybe chasing things he wouldn't normally chase, and he's using energy. And
do you think because he's still trying to get them as fit as possible, having that extra week in that extra game on the Tuesday? Because I just thought we looked tired.
We did look tired.
I thought we looked very tired, and it was the first game we've been outrun. I would say.
I think that could be a case of things where they've put so much hard work into it that maybe they are feeling a bit jaded by it all. But I suppose that. I mean, I don't know whether that's right or wrong, but that can happen. Because I mean, like Jagielka looked awful. Like
Ashley Williams didn't look sharp.
It was almost like domino effect. To take one keeper out, and they didn't took Baines out the side, and then a couple of players are injured, and the next minute everyone else just looks a little bit leggy, and it just. But what I would say is, in the other games, in the majority of the games, when we've been under the cosh and not playing well, we've rolled it out. And in this game we didn't. We scored when we were under our most pressure, and the last week against Middlesbrough we got back in the game straight away, and it turned. This week we didn't, and
there's no response.
And we just never got back into the game till really late on. Second half they didn't really have to do anything, but we just couldn't get back in it.
I mean, they started quicker than us, didn't they? Quicker. They had the flash head, they had the other one fizzed across the box. And we kind of rode out the opening. They did the bar, hadn't they, with the deflection. And then just when we were getting a foot in the game, they scored a goal. And let's be honest, that goal was a lovely pass. It was a lovely move and a lovely pass. Why is he on his own? They should have just had, in big letters, they should have gone 180 on the printer, bold, and just written Junior Stanislaus, because the lad doesn't score against anyone else. Because he's just on his own. There was no pressure on him.
But that again goes back to the squad, doesn't it? Because Barry shouldn't be playing if he's not fit.
No.
But then the manager doesn't feel like he can replace him, and that's trust. We spoke about trust all last season.
Two words or two names.
Go on.
But they both go together. Tom Davies.
Yeah, but we'll come on to that. But it's trust in certain players, and we spoke about that last season. The manager's got to gain that trust in certain players. I actually think, and you'll probably disagree with me, I actually think someone come out of this game with a lot of credit, and I think the manager might need to. No.
You got 5.
Well, I disagree with you on that.
That's fine.
But we'll come on to that in a minute. We should have scored. Lukaku should have scored. It was great to save, but I think he should be scoring those. It's a free header. And we never recovered. We huffed and puffed. Now, okay, Tom Cleverley, right? You come on, right? Now you can, but when we instantly started playing better with Tom Cleverley. And I tell you why.
Okay.
And I tell you again, you might disagree with me. That's fair enough. I thought when he came on, he simplified everything, and what he started to do. I'm not saying he had a brilliant game. I'm just saying he come on and he simplified everything, because that's what he does. Because he's not a brilliant footballer by any means. He simplified everything. He just started getting the ball wide. He started just playing it in the right positions. There was a little bit of a change. Bolasie went on the right, Seamus Coleman started balling up the right, and things just started to happen, and we made chances. Ross should have scored a header, and Valencia should have done something with that, whatever he was trying to do. And
Bolasie should have hit the target.
And he just simplified things. And I honestly think if we'd gone in this game and we'd had, say, like a McCarthy available, and we'd had, say, Barry, McCarthy and Garner or cleverly Garner, McCarthy in centre midfield, I think we would have won that game, because we were out muscled in centre midfield, and that just set the tone for the game. And I think in some games, if you just go in with a flat centre midfield and say, right, full-backs, wingers, you do your job, centre forward, you do your job, you'll beat teams. And I just thought we were out muscled on Saturday, and when Cleverly came on, he just simplified everything. Ross Barkley now, I'm not going to sit here having a big go at Ross Barkley, but Ross Barkley now has lost the ball the second most amount of times in the Premier League. Right now, he did it all game again on Saturday. Like, he lost the ball in the first 10 seconds, and they nearly scored from it. That was Ross's game in a nutshell, and that's what he's doing at the moment. Ross, forget about everything else, he's losing the ball far too much, and we said it last week, he needs to simplify his game. But he's losing the ball all the time. He's giving the opposition ball in dangerous areas to allow them to go and attack. And that's what I'm saying about someone like Tom Cleverley. I'm not saying he's the answer. I'm just saying there are times when you just need players to just do the honest things in football matches. Gareth Barry does it really well every week. But he does it to the next level because he's that kind of player. It's so much easier when you've got the ball, Baz. It's so much easier if you've got players who keep on giving them.
That's Martinez tactic.
But if you no, let's not go there. What I'm saying is, if you've got the ball, it's easier to. If you're giving the ball away, like Ross is doing at the moment.
This isn't about Ross.
But a little bit of it has to be about Ross.
No, it is. I'll come on to Ross. But you said about Cleverly. The reason why we improved when Cleverly come on, because we had someone in midfield who could run, because Gareth Barry couldn't run.
But that's,
so you could have put, Mason Holgate, you could have put Koeman in there, and we'd have looked better because you could move. But Gareth Barry couldn't move.
But what I'm saying, that goes back to what I was saying about trust. I'm hoping now, and I'm not saying Cleverly by any stretch.
I think Barry will be fit for Friday.
Well, I hope he is.
Have 4 days off.
But I wouldn't surprise me if Cleverly played instead of Ross.
Yeah, but
just to simplify
I was going to say then, if we're going on to,
especially in the away game,
Cleverly done all right. He done okay, right? But he still, for me, he didn't do anything that made me go, he's been better than anyone else, because he didn't. He just ran around.
But sometimes, that's what he does, right? Sometimes that's not the worst thing in the world.
No, it's not. What I'm saying, I didn't give anybody man of the match because they were all garbage. No one shone for me. Nobody, not one person. I didn't think anyone was better than anyone else, right? Holgate got man of the match and he didn't even come on, right? But Ross Barkley, and I'm not going to slag Ross off, and people just think we're not playing well because it's Ross Barkley, and it's not. It's nothing to do with that. He's not playing well. I'd take him out now. I've stood by him and I've said, nope, he's got to play. He's got to play. Good. He needs to come out now and he needs to sit on the bench and he needs to watch the game of football. Let everything settle down around him. Let everything calm down. I'd want Tom Davies in there. I want Tom Davies in there because I want someone in there who's got the insurance behind him. Whether that be McCarthy and Garner, Barry and Garner, Cleverly and Garner, he's got that insurance behind him and he can just start taking the game to people. Not in the way Ross does, because he hasn't got that ability. What he's got is he's hard work and he'll smack you.
He's got a knife
and he'll get in around Lukaku and he'll make forward runs. And I think that it's the other thing as well, is it's that unpredictability. Nobody knows him. So you've got a player in there, who's this kid in here, and he's doing things, right? That's the first thing. He has to come out. Ross, it's time for him to sit down and get Dowling on the bench as well. Get rid of these players like Oviedo who aren't going to make any difference to any football match. The same as Coney. I know he wasn't involved on Saturday, but he's not going to make any difference to any game. We've seen that. Came on for 6 minutes against Norwich the other night in a meaningless game, Coney. So he's done. Koeman's looked at it and gone, yeah, you're right, he's garbage. But I watched the kid on Saturday. I mentioned him last week, Anthony Evans. I watched the under-18 Saturday. Bright young kid, scores goals, runs in the right position, works hard, right? I'd rather see him getting on the bench.
We missed one when we were talking about the forward last week. We missed Calvin.
Yeah,
he scored again tonight.
He's another. He looks like a good little
young lad, of course. But we are. I think we've overstated getting caught up in everything with the midfield, like the likes of Besic and the likes of McCarthy just being options, because I think that's what the manager needs at the moment. He just needs a few think you just need safe options.
I think the problem for me, and this was me going into Saturday, and I was getting carried away with it. I think I was just thinking because what I thought was there'd be a big response after Tuesday. I thought this manager doesn't stand for it because. I'm not blaming Koeman because he's not out in the bloody pitch, is he? He said himself, why didn't he start? Well, I don't know, you have to ask the players why they didn't, because they're prepared. But you don't always have to win every game, right? And I think that's what you're kind of alluding to. If we had a James McCarthy or a Cleverley instead of Ross there, you can go in and feel a game out and go, this might be won on a set piece, this. So let's get nice and solid. Because all Bournemouth,
especially for away games.
To be fair to Bournemouth, they deserve to win. They've got no credit. Someone, Bournemouth fan, was like, you didn't say we deserve to win. I did, said about 3 times.
We're not here to talk about you anyway.
But they deserve to win, right? But what they done, they didn't have Everton on the back foot. We weren't hanging on. But what they done is they got the goal and they just went, everyone back, get behind the ball. And they made it very difficult for us to play. And that's what we need to do to some teams. Sometimes we just need to go, come and beat us then, because, listen, it's like a lot of Premier League games. The first goal is vitally important, especially away. Yeah. You go up away from home, unless you do what Borough done at Goodison and concede within a minute or 2 minutes, you can then just start having a bit of nous and sitting in. And
a bit of discipline.
I think at the moment, I don't know whether the Everton I don't know whether the players got carried away with we won 4 on the run, this is going to be number 5 and it's only Bournemouth, because we were ragged at times. We weren't like methodical and let's keep the shape.
I actually take a little bit of heart from the fact that we were all absolutely rubbish. Do you know what I mean though? It was, everyone was just absolutely terrible.
That's what makes me think it might be a fitness thing for the weekend.
Yeah,
a bit of it.
Fitness is the wrong word, like a fatigue, just a little bit of fatigue, like it all just catching up on them all at the same time. I mean, it can happen in football. But as I say, I just think, squad wise, I really hope he's looking at it and thinking and trying to get. No, I know.
He will,
of course, I know. Of course. January we've got to be looking to bring players in January, definitely.
January the 1st, please.
Definitely got to. I mean, listen, I'm not going to go overboard. For me, we should never get beat by teams like Bournemouth, but that's because I'm who I am. But I do think that we went there with a little bit of the wrong idea. Like you've just said, it's an away game. Be disciplined. Don't be wide open. But we were wide open from the first minute.
But I suppose, right, and I suppose it's because I done it. I know that after it, I was fuming after it because I thought, how have Bournemouth just beaten us, right? We got that used to losing last year and drawing.
I didn't care.
The
anger sort of subsided.
Yeah, but acceptance. That's the thing. But the other thing about the team is winning games. You get excited. Oh, we can win this. We can win. Instead of going, the best teams grind out results when they need to, and they'll go there and. Listen, when everything's going well and people are fully fit and you're flying and you've got attacking options, you can go with like Man City and destroy these teams. But we're not at that yet. We're building. It's a process. We're at the beginning of a process. So maybe the players need to go, this will be a tough one. Let's just keep for 15. Let's get our shape and get our.
But that's based on organisation, and it's based on being solid at the back. That's how we've pretty much started the season. Being solid at the back, not conceding stupid goals. And that for some reason that just didn't feel like it was there on Saturday. We didn't look solid at the back. We didn't look organised, and that's what I'm saying about. That's where the manager now, I think, has got to say, right, if Gareth Barry's not fit, he doesn't play, right? And it's a little bit different for Ron, because I think that's just
he's got to play. He's got to play.
I want to be angry. I just don't know who to be angry with. On that situation,
on the wrong thing,
on the striking situation. That's what I mean. I want to be angry. I just don't know who it. I don't know whose fault that is. So I'm just tending to be on the.
I think listen, I've been delighted with Koeman. He's impressed me every time. Maybe after the Norwich game he didn't impress me, but he wasn't asked. Quite clearly wasn't asked. I think he's got to take a little bit of responsibility for that, because. Like I said before, it's great wanting Gabbiadini, and we might have got him. We still should have been going for him anyway. But why didn't we just get the next level up from Coney? Then someone who you can look and go, he'll do me a job. He's not brilliant, but he'll do me a job.
I know what you're saying. I still don't know. Yeah, if that's his job. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. So I don't want to be angry with. I don't want to go. Koeman,
I'm not angry with him.
No, but that's
saying it's frustrating.
No, I think we should be. I think we should be angry with someone. I honestly
don't know.
But I don't know who it is. I don't know whether, because let's right. Koeman came in and we didn't buy anyone till Steve Walsh came in. Really, did we? Do you know what I mean? We got Stecklenburg, but till Steve Walsh, I don't know, John Stone's leading, but we didn't buy anyone till Steve Walsh. So I don't know if Koeman's come in and just gone.
He said he wanted to look at the squad.
He did, but I don't know whether he's gone, right, listen, I'm the manager and I'm going to let Steve.
This is how I.
Listen, I'm not kidding myself. I know Koeman's not here for the long term. I know that. I can tell you that already. I can tell by how hands off he is with literally everything. Like, it's like, I'm the manager of the football team. Everything else, I don't care about. He got asked a question last week about a contract and he went, it's not my job. He just didn't look one bit arsed. I'm not interested in that. I'm past that. I'm not. Don't really think he's here for the long term. But what is good is things are getting sorted out in the background long term. Steve Walsh and everything else is going on. So as I say, I don't know whose fault it is. I think we should be angry with someone for not getting another striker. I just don't know who that is. So I can't be angry. No, short story long there. But on the flip side, going back to Barry, if Barry's not fit, don't play him. Because I ain't seen a headline or someone like Adrian Durham going, oh, Wilshere was magnificent, he left Barry for dead and all this. I'm thinking, Barry's not fit.
Don't listen.
No, I'm not listening. But it's perception. That's what I'm saying. He didn't play well. He didn't play well. The most part was because he was injured. Now, he's not injured. We need to just say, right, if he's not injured, Tom Davies comes in, or a Tom Cleverley comes in and he plays instead, and that's a trust thing that the managers need to start gaining. That maybe he's gained it now, because you can't rely on people like Barry when they're 34 to be injury free all season. All season.
No,
he's done. You know, it's funny because
when he's not there, it's scary. Because
it is scary.
It was scary against.
Do you know whose fault? Do you know blame for that? It's not hard to
Roberto.
I do blame Roberto, because you know what? Do you know what? From day one of getting Barry, someone should have been literally
getting ready.
It was never done. Maybe it was Tom Cleverley. I don't know. Maybe that's why he bought Tom Cleverley. But it's a scary thing. But as I say, everyone was crap. I'm so unimpressed with people like Gerard Deulofeu at the moment, because for me, go back 12 months, the lad was amazing on the right. All them little
down at Bournemouth,
all those little flat crosses into Lukaku. That partnership was.
Why is he not doing it?
Part of me feels like he's having a big, massive sulk because he thought he was going to be. Don't forget, Koeman said he was going to be our second striker, right? So a little bit of that is on Koeman. He said he was going to be our second striker. He had a decent game against Spurs and then just missed that chance. And then against West Brom, he was crap. But I will give him sort of like special dispensation against West Brom, because he was basically playing against those all-star monsters from Space Jam. So maybe he does deserve more of a chance. But his
down the middle.
But his attitude is just all wrong.
Yeah,
you win your place back by going. Do you know what?
What do you think about Morales?
He's been crap. But the difference with Morales is, I still think his attitude is all right. And I know that doesn't excuse him from playing crap. But players do play crap at times. But I think his attitude is still there, because he's not. Because we've seen Morales. Morales can be like a headless chicken at times and throw himself around like a dickhead. But I think he's not playing well at the moment. But it's unfortunately,
he's working hard.
He's working hard. But who do you replace him with? Because we said this last week.
If you go through that squad, I mean, I've said, the squad's good.
Squad is awful.
But if you actually look at it,
squad is awful.
I think. Know what I think it is, right? I think we've got good players in the squad on their day, right? That's what I believe.
Yeah.
I don't think our squad's crap.
No, you can't.
I think the problem is you can't be a Premier League football and be crap. By the way, but okay, it's very unusual.
Yeah.
Right?
We seem to have a lot
of. But I think the problem is what we've got a lot of players that have got no idea about consistency. They've got no level of like 7 or 8 on their day. Yeah, they're good, right? But they're a squad player for a reason, aren't they? If you're Aaron Lennon, You're a squad player for a reason.
Yeah.
On your day, you make a big difference, and he's done it for a couple of seasons for us in patches. But there's a reason why he's not getting.
He's another one.
Why wasn't he on Saturday?
He's another one.
Played against Norwich.
Norwich, he wasn't great, and then, I mean, the difference with him is he's normally got the right attitude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but he's never the one. It's Delafeu's the go-to man, isn't he? So Delafeu's not playing well. Why isn't Lennon the go-to?
I just think, the starting 11 has been good, and the attitude is good, and then you go past that, and I just feel like you've got a load of entitled players who feel, you just look at them and you think, Funes Murray thinks he should be playing. He shouldn't, but he thinks he should be playing.
He should have played Saturday.
Yeah, maybe.
He didn't.
But what I'm saying is, though, on paper, your strongest 11, I think Funes Murray thinks he should be playing. On paper, I think Delafeu thinks he should be playing, right? And I think that's half the problem. There's no fight in them. There's no fight to win a place in the first team. I look at Tom Cleverley, and honestly, I'm not like going overboard about the lad.
Loves Clevs.
But I generally feel like he's a lad. But he came on. And I felt like when he came on, he rolls up his sleeves at least and goes, do you know what? I'm going to try.
My problem with Cleverley is he's very good at looking busy.
No, I know that, but I'm talking about something else now. What I'm talking about is that Cleverley comes on.
And the right attitude.
And that's all it is. That's number.
I think Lennon would have the right attitude.
I know, but I don't think Delafeu, who can make a difference, has the right attitude. And that's what I'm saying. There's a difference. It's like Ross Barkley. Ross has got the right attitude. I think that's why he's been playing, because the manager looks at him and goes, you know what, I think at least you're trying to do what you think is the right thing.
Ross Barkley, for me, has got all the ability in the world. He's got the... People go, he's not better. Have your own opinion. I'm not really bothered. My opinion is he's brilliant, and he is brilliant. At the moment, he's shocking, because he's overthinking absolutely everything he does.
Can I ask you a question? Till Saturday, right? Because one of these players actually played well on Saturday. On Saturday, what was the difference between Ross Barkley and Paul Pogba in terms of how they'd started the season?
I think Barkley had been better.
I did.
Better.
Now, okay,
goals and
take the fact that Paul Pogba was coming to a new league and maybe playing a slightly out of position, but surely if you're the highest player in the world,
£100 million,
then you can deal with those problems without any issues, because he
should be waltzing through again,
shouldn't he? He should be, shouldn't he? Because he's a £100 million player and does like grind videos and stuff, and like has got like gold and white boots. But he seemed to be getting away with it because he wasn't playing in the right position, and Wayne Rooney was getting all the grief. But Ross getting all the grief. Now maybe he deserved it, but the point is that one's a homegrown talent, the other one was £100 million worth, the most expensive player in the world. And for me, until Saturday, they'd started the season pretty much. Alright, slight shades of grey, but they'd started the season pretty much the same.
I think for me with Ross, and people, like you say, for some reason some people don't like him, whatever, or he's over it. But I think the problem for me with Ross is that if he was someone else, he was just another player in our midfield, like Bezic or Cleverley or McCarthy, people would be made up of him. Going, he's done alright, he's not playing, he's done alright though, because it's Ross. It's like everything's amplified, because I think people see the fact that he has got that ability, but he's not playing well.
I think that what makes it worse though.
Well, it is frustrating, but he's still, when he gets it and passes it and gets it back and does that, he's not doing anything less than anybody else.
I know,
but he's not playing well.
My
so
problem with Ross is
that
at the moment he doesn't seem to be learning from his mistakes. And that to me is a fundamental worry.
Some people, it's like strikers who miss chances.
Yeah, I mean, it's
trying to play through it. But like you just said before, there's playing through it and there's giving the ball away dangerously, and he's giving the ball away dangerously every week. And for me now, the boo boys, or the people who get on his back, or he's gonna know, and the pressure gets him onto the month, because he wants to do well himself. Never Tony, he wants to play well himself. Ronald Koeman now needs to take him out, give him the trackie, get him on the bench, let everything slow down around him. Let's get some shape. And if he has to sit out for a month, so
does he though, or does he leave him in for Friday's game? So, get onto Friday and go, well, you know what, there's an international weekend then, so everything will sort of I'll see how he does Friday.
I don't know, because I think I wouldn't know, and I've defended him. I wouldn't play him Friday, because I just think if it starts again Friday night, it becomes a problem then.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Fair enough.
That's just I'd put Tom Davies, and I'd have Kieran Dowell on the bench. I'd have just a little bit of something different, because we need a little sprinkle of something different. We've started the season really well, and I don't want to be too negative. Last week wasn't very good. Both performances weren't very good, but we've got 6 days now. We've got no League Cup. It's done now. Yeah. So we've got a game a week till Christmas really, and he can really but you know what I mean. He can really work on.
No, you're right. You know,
on things. We've got 6 days.
You can.
Let's get refocused for Friday. The crowd. Let's get them the lights under the lights and all that, because this will be a tough game.
Yeah.
These are 1-3 on the run.
I know. Yeah. Let's not go overboard, but we've got other videos for that. No, it was crap. It was crap, but it was universally crap, which I don't know whether it fills me with more optimism or more dread. I don't know.
More optimism.
It was just crap. I'm not going to go overboard about it. They weren't up to the standards that they'd started the season, but as I say, it affected everyone.
With young third.
Balassi was terrible. Jags was terrible.
No one had a good game.
I know. Seamus was.
Oh God.
Seamus was terrible. Everyone was terrible. And the mad thing is, we started pretty much 3 absolutely clear-cut chances to win the game.
3.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean.
I think if we'd have scored with 15 left, we'd have won it.
I think if Lukaku had scored his,
we probably won.
We would have won it.
It's momentum, isn't it? We just need the first goal. It was frustrating. We just got to move on now, haven't we? And that's the
funny thing is, we played Tuesday night, and changes were made, and then we play Saturday. It's all about momentum, as you say. Momentum. I bet you those players wouldn't have looked tired if we'd won Tuesday night. Some of them. So.
Well, it is what it is, isn't it? You've got to lose games.
Let's stop talking. Anyway, right, that's it. We can't be bothered. We've tried to unpick it and slice it up as well we can.
We'll be back, mate.
Let's just hope
next week's Friday final word will be amazing. We'll be happy and dancing.
So tell us what you think in the comments. Look out for the video we've done with David France as well, given his amazing life story. His book's on sale this week. Absolute fascinating. If you want to pick me up, if you want a positive talk about what it is to be an Everton fan, forget all getting beaten stuff. If you want a positive, if you want to listen to a man talk about the influence of Everton on his life and his life on Everton, watch the David France interview. It's absolutely fantastic. Honestly, it's spellbinding. The man is just, honestly, we could have talked for hours. But that's what his book's for at the end of the day, isn't it? We would have ruined his book. We've given you a little taster, so we'll make sure you catch that, and we'll be back for other things like Crystal Palace previews and stuff like that. So thanks for watching. See you later.